In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Internet Explorer to change an IP address on an IP camera. So first, we're going to come down here to the bottom left and click our Windows icon and type in Internet Explorer. Or you can erase all of this and just type IE and it'll come up with Internet Explorer on Windows 10. So we're going to click Internet Explorer and open it up. Here we have it set to open up to a blank page. And now we're going to type in the IP address that we know is set on our camera because we looked at the label on the box for our IP camera, which is 192.168.1.109. Now if you're unsure what the IP address is set on your camera, you can either look at the label on top of the box, or if the camera came uninitialized, it will be 192.168.1.108. And we have additional videos on how to initialize IP cameras. But for this video, we're just going to go ahead and log into our camera here using the default username and password, again, which will be found on the label on the box. So I'm going to log in here. I just hit enter, or you can click the login button. Now if you're going to view this camera, you would want to click here to download and install a plugin, and we'll do that really quickly just to show you how. Go ahead and run it after downloading it. And then we'll go ahead and click allow. And after we clicked allow, we got a video stream from our camera. So now in order to change the IP address, we're going to go to setting at the top right hand side here. This is going to bring us to the camera conditions page, but we're going to want to go down to the network tab on the left hand side here. And then the first option is called TCP/IP. Now this page is where we set our IP address, so we'll go ahead and click here. As you can see here, we can see that this is an IP dome camera. We have an Ethernet card or port here called wire, and then this is where we can change the IP address. So let's say we wanted to change this to work with a NVR or another network that has a different subnet or a different IP address scheme. In this example, our other camera system or other network is a 192.168.254. And then we can set it to whatever IP address is available on that network. In this example, we could leave it as 109, but we're just going to set it to a 107. Now it's extremely important that you also change the default gateway to whatever network or router you are switching this to. For example, in this one, we're going to just switch it to a 254.1 because we know we are setting it to a router that is set to that default gateway. You will first want to learn some basic networking commands on your network if you're setting it up for your network, or consult the manufacturer of your NVR to know what IP address to set it to work on the back of the NVR. So now in order to save our changes, we would click save. But in this example, we'll also show you that this is a wireless camera as well. So here we can also set up the Wi-Fi information or IP address. And in this example, we're just going to leave it as DHCP, which will automatically get an IP address from whatever Wi-Fi network that we were to join this camera to. But we'll go back to the wired address, as this is what we care about in this example. So in order to save our changes, we would click save. And just to demonstrate, we aren't going to switch this right now. We'll just switch this to a 107 address on the same network. That way we can still access it. But the thing is still true. You will need to change that if you're changing it to another network. So we'll click save. The camera will reboot, and since we're on the same network as the IP address that we set it to, we can still access the camera again and log into it. We'll go back under Setting, Network, TCP/IP, and we can see that our IP address was set to the 192.168.1.107 with the default gateway of 192.168.1.1. Hopefully this video helps. Thank you for watching.